Okay, welcome again to the classroom, and today we have another problem here to solve. This is among the very easiest problems, but some of the students are doing some silly mistakes on solving such kind of problem. It is the integration problem. So the question, it says the following diagram. It shows the part of the graph f of x equals to 6 minus 3x, then 4 plus x, where x is a member of all real numbers. The region R is bounded by the x-axis, y-axis, and the graph of f. Okay, so is everything as you see on your screen there. So that is the question. And what part A of the question? Part A of the question, it needs us to write down the integral for the area of the region R. So here, first of all, I would like to advise students, whenever have the question like this, you need first to observe how many marks does the question have. If it is just 1 mark question, you can plug in the calculator and get everything. You can get part A, you can get part B direct from your calculator. But if the question like this have more than 1 mark, you are advised to show some steps, some algorithm. How did you reach to the answer? You need to show some few steps. Yeah. So we will do both. We will do both using the calculator direct, and then some few steps to show some few steps on how you reach to the answer. So here, for the case of part A, it says write down the integral of the area. So to get the integral of the area, the first thing we need to find the limits. To find the limits. So this is our x-axis, this is our y-axis, and this one is the graph f. So we know for sure here is 0, 0, and the intersection here, it is x is a certain value which we don't know, but y is 0. So the same applied here, it is x is 0, y is a certain value. So on finding the integral for the region, you can use the limit of x or the limit of y. But for the nature of our question, we can find the limit of x because that is easy. So we have our function f of x, which equals to 1, which is the same as to say 6 minus 3x bracket, then 4 plus x. What are we finding? We are finding the x value of here. So as we can have that limit, and from that limit is where we can establish the integral for finding the area under a curve. Why? Because the area is given by the integral from a to b, then f of x dx. So our f of x we already have is that much. We don't know a to b. Oh, a we have, a is 0, because we will integrate from here 0, 0 to here x. So this is our b, which now we need to find. But at this point b, we saw that y is 0. So we plug y 0 equals to 6 minus 3x, then equals to 4 plus x. So then what are we saying? We are saying 0 equals to 6 minus 3x, and also 4 minus x. Is it minus? No, it is plus x also equals to 0. So 3x equals to 6, and here x equals to minus 4, negative 4. Divide by 3, and here divide by 3, we are getting x equals to 2, and also x equals to negative 4. So we already have our two values of x. So it means the graph of f of x intersects at this point, which is negative 4, 0, and here it is 2, 0. So for part A of the question, the area equals to the integral from A to B from 0 to 2, 6 minus 3x, then 4 plus x dx. So that is part A of the question. So for part B, so the same applies. This limit of 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 2 of the shaded region, we can get it directly to the calculator. So you can plug the calculator to the graph, then you have to set your window, then you have to do second trace to look for the intersection. Then you will get the intersection here between x-axis and the graph equals to 2. So that's you get directly. So if it is just 1 mark question, it's fine. But if it is more than 1 mark, of course it is important to show some few steps. Here now, part B of the question is to find the area of the region. So here it is simple. Let us use first the calculator to see, and then we will do manually, and then we will do comparison if our answers are the same. So in the calculator, what are we doing? We are coming here to the math. No, I didn't on my calculator. On, okay, let me clear. Then we start here maths. Then you are going to number 9. What is number 9? Is function integral. So number 9. Then what is my lower limit? Is 0. Yes. Then what is my upper limit? Is 2. Then I have 6 minus 3x. So where do I get x? Is alpha, then x. Then I close bracket, then again I open bracket. It is 4, then I do plus how much? Plus x, so alpha, then x. Then I close bracket. Let me delete this one. So as you can see, let me delete this one so as we can see. Yeah, I'm sure now we can see it smoothly. Let me delete this one. Yes. Now we can see calculator smoothly. So then, after that, what next? Then it is the how much? Dx. So then alpha x. X, yes. Then enter. So using calculator, if it is just 1 mark question, you just don't bother yourself. So you can say area equals to 28. This one are units square. But if it is otherwise, no, you can't do like that. If it is otherwise, you need to say that area equals to the integral from 0 to 2, you have 6 minus 3x you have 4 plus x, this is dx. Then the integral from 0 to 2, let us open the bracket. Here you'll have 24 plus 6x minus 12x minus 3x squared, this one dx. What next? The integral from 0 to 2, 24 minus 6x minus 3x squared, then dx. What next? Then now we integrate. So integral, no. If you integrate, the integral is going home. So now will be with the integral of 24 is just 24x. 6x, we are getting 6x squared by 2. And that much is 3x to the power of 3 over 3. But now our limit is from 0 to 2. So maybe just to remind you on the integration, if you have the integral of x to the power of n dx, this is x n plus 1, then you divide by n plus 1, you plus arbitrary constant. So this is when you have indefinite integral. What is indefinite integral? Indefinite integral is the one which have no limit. So the one which we have is definite integral. So the definite integral, after performing the integration, then you do not add arbitrary constant. Instead, you perform calculation of limits. How do we perform calculation of limits? The calculation of limits are performed by substituting the upper limit to the result of the integral and subtract the lower limit to the result of integral. That is to say, we substitute the upper and the lower limit to the result of the integral, then we find the difference. That is what we are doing here. So we are substituting. The upper limit is 2, so we are plugging 2, 24 times 2, this one is 48, minus if you put, so by 2, 1, by 2 is 3, put 2 here, 2 square is 4. 4 times 3, this is 12, then 3 and 3 are going home. If you put 2 here, 2 to the power of 3, this is 8. So this is the upper limit. Subtract the lower limit. So the lower limit, we substitute 0 to the result of the integral. So technically, if you substitute 0, all of it will give you 0. So then 48 minus 12 minus 8, this it gives us 28. This one is units square. So whether you are using calculator or you are using, you are doing it manually, at the end, you will reach to the same result. You will reach to the same conclusion. And that is how you are supposed to do the question of the integral like this. In the next coming videos, we will see so many harder integral problems. How are we supposed to integrate them? We'll see the integral of sine, the integral of cosine, the integral of tangent. We will see over the symmetric range what is the behavior of the integration and stuff like that. Thank you very much. See you in the next video and happy learning.